Thank you. You still with me? One more on Rick James. I know it must be hard to grow up with a North and a South Carolina, but I would like you to picture how hard it is to grow up with a state north of you that we call West Virginia and Virginia, because that doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm married a West Virginian, so I know of where I speak. Where first off, I lost half my jokes. But sacrifices must be made when you get married, right? So, I mean, that's what you do. Give up half your party jokes. The other thing is that if you realize that a state cannot be formed from another state unless it has the original state legislature's approval, which would be Richmond, but they didn't do that. There was the Wheeling Conference. I'm sure you all remember that from high school history, so I'm not going to go into it and bore you with it. But a state really can't form itself, and when you talk West Virginia, you're really getting into some gray areas there. You've got to be very careful. You with me so far? I'm speaking the truth. I know what I speak. Look, you get to towns like Bluefield, West Virginia, Virginia, and their sewer systems are obviously the same. It's the same city, but the West Virginia side, they take care of it not, and the Virginia side, they really don't either, but they argue back and forth forever about all their shit. I didn't really mean for the pun to happen there, but it did right in front of us. My father-in-law, God rest his soul, we would debate Virginia and West Virginia all the time. And my wife's from Mercer County, West Virginia, which is right across the Virginia line. We didn't meet until I moved to East Tennessee, Knoxville. That's where we met. But we could have thrown rocks and hit each other growing up, and maybe did. But my father-in-law, he was a great, well, he was a West Virginia dentist. And go ahead and take your jokes. He was a good guy, very good guy, very smart. He could always win the arguments when I debated Virginia and West Virginia with him. Like, Jesus, come on, Charlie. We're talking a wall in 100 years, you know. Then I found out after he'd win these arguments that Mercer County, West Virginia, tried to secede back to Virginia in the 1970s, which I put an end to that shit. Like, I got the ICBM missile that's going to put this argument away. Because if we're so bad, why'd you try to come back? Anyway, that's sort of what this song's about. It's called Cross the Line. Here we go. I left my home in the valley. I put the mountains to my back. There's nothing wrong with where I come from. Sometimes it's meant to be just that. Oh, hey, cross the line. A border town called Pocahontas, where the main street's a state line. I found myself between a promise, between a woman and a friend of mine. Oh, I crossed the line. There were sheets of rain, sheets of silk, cloudy water, mother's milk, swollen gorges filled with blood, and I cannot stop becoming blood. An overflowing storm-filled drain, bolts of lightning, searing pain, and claps of thunder, gusts of wind. At first I'm out, then I'm in. And first I'm out, then I'm in. take your troubles with you, but maybe I can feel brand new again. Oh, it crossed the line. All right, I'm sorry, perhaps a bit self-indulgent.